Welcome back. The start of 2020's academic year has not been a smooth one for several institutions and students across the country. Learning has had to take the back seat as campuses were affected by protests, resulting in clashes with police and security. Now, students say they're not getting the free education they were promised. Our reporters Atuba Vilane and Sekha Jamoaki are following the story for us. They join us now live. Atuba, let's start with you. Frustrated students there at the university saying that they are being ignored.
Yes, absolutely, Shahan. That's what they are saying. Maybe just to take you a little bit back, Shahan, some of the issues they date back from 2014, that's what they say. And they are saying that what makes it more difficult is that for the past 2 years, they have not had SRC in that campus. So whatever issues that they have, they're unable to raise them in proper channels, and they are not getting the management, especially to respond on those issues. They are saying at the core of their problem is the issue of safety for students that lives off campus. They are saying they have to walk kilometers, and sometimes they have to use their money to travel to the campus, whereas they are funded by NSFAS. But we spoke to Mkolis Kanyile, who is the student leader, and this is what he had to say.
The issues that raised are very genuine, they are concerning, because it also talk about the issue of safety and security. If you remember last year, we did went to streets fighting for our safety and security, but nothing has been done. It's just now we don't see, we promised security company, but there is no security company that we promised. We promised a mobile police station that is going to be around here, patrolling in respective residents that we stay, but none is happening. These are threatening our lives. We don't have anything now. Is to revolt.
All right, Sekha, let's come to you. TUT students basically have similar concerns. What's management saying?
That is true, Shahan. So the main issue, and what management really has been saying, is that they will communicate with the students and the student leaders just to try and find a solution to this particular problem. The problems and the issues that were raised by TUT students also around NSFAS and the payments of certain monies that were supposed to be paid to them that they still haven't gotten, or just also the issue of them actually receiving their academic records. They say that because of the historic debt that they have against them, they are unable to then actually get those academic records. But management now saying that they've had the discussions with student leaders, and they're expecting rather for the classes to resume, all activities to resume at TUT Pretoria West campus tomorrow.
Yeah, so Tuba, back to you. UniZulu management, you spoke to them as well. What are they saying?
Shahan, they are saying that they never received any formal communication from the students. They are saying whatever issues that they hear, they only have them through social media. But they are saying their doors are open for anyone that wants to raise concern. But there hasn't been any formal communication from the student. That's what also makes things difficult for them. And some of the issues, they do agree that some of the issues that are raised by students are genuine. But let's listen to Prof. Hapola explain.
They say on social media that students should be allowed to study indefinitely, even if they don't make any progress, that NSFAS should fund them indefinitely, even when they're not making academic progress. Now, you can ask the question, what kind of country are we going to become, where people want the benefits but do not have to account for them? And so, right now, firstly, let me say to you that the people who you have spoken to, why don't they bring the formal grievances through the established and existing structures of the university, so that we as management can legitimately engage with them? Because we never said our door is closed.
Sekha, you also spoke to University South Africa, which is a body that basically looks overall at universities. They say there's no surprise that there are protests, but they are raising some concerns.
Absolutely. Ahmed Bawa, who is from University South Africa, the CEO there, he says that if there aren't any protest action, then they start to worry because everything cannot be smooth sailing, especially at the beginning of the year. Their main concerns, however, Shahan, being the issue of students burning property, because they say that then what happens to the coming generations and those that need to still use the various institutions of higher learning. That's the main concern. And also just violence and the clashes that we have seen specifically at other universities between police and students. So that is their main concern. But let's just take a listen to what else he had to say.
Students decide that they're going to demonstrate at the universities because that's where the biggest impact is, you know. Now, of course, and as you rightly point out, I mean, these issues aren't necessarily solvable at the universities. The solution very often lies outside of the universities. So, but I understand why students demonstrate at the universities. I mean, the big challenge really is when the demonstrations turn violent and where there's arson and so on. And that we can't tolerate. I mean, that's really unacceptable. And, you know, these are public universities. So, you know, when you burn a public building, it's like you're attacking the people of South Africa. You know, it's not a tenable situation there.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Sekho Moahi is in Johannesburg, Tuba Vilane is in Durban.